And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. Shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance the night away?
Alright. Okay, so the next one. Okay, so since I don't have my homestead in this one, I'm gonna go to my guild hall and mine from my guild's nodes. It's probably a really good thing to do that with, by the way, because mining from the guild's nodes gives you obsidian. Which, as I said, I'm not needing the obsidian now, but since this is my alt account, I'm collecting it just because, have it for later, have it for some time. But I got a little burnt out from Guild Wars 2 the last 3 days. And it's not because of anything particular. It's because I'm prepping for events for the Four Winds event. So I'm collecting things for it, and I have just been kind of solely focusing on that. It's not like bad. Like, it's not anything crazy. I'm pretty sure I'm about halfway done with it. But it's just a matter of getting it done. He's moving his arms in such a cute little way. It's really funny. I didn't see the little knife he was holding, or the little sickle. He just looked like he was throwing his arms around like, okay. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this going. I got a bunch of junk in my pocket now. But yeah, I just hadn't felt like getting on, and it's not anything bad. Like, at least it's not from burnout from, like, aggressively doing anything. It was just more like it being a lot of pressure. This weekend when I'm off, I think I'm going to go and work extra hard on my homestead. Because I need to get my homestead done for the Four Winds event, Halloween, and Witch Day. Definitely, I don't know about Four Winds event specifically. I feel like the Four Winds event sector of my home, I will have to do another time. Because I don't know what I want to do with it. But I totally could have fished here. I totally forgot about that. I mean, I'm in Lion. I could also fish in Lion. But, they, what was I say? I'm gonna need some coffee after this. Yeah, there we go. When I was like farming for things and stuff, a lot of the stuff I'm farming for is things that are useful and whatnot. But I'm gold farming aggressively because I have an idea for a gift for the game and stuff. And I really thought about trying to make a winter Four Winds event. I plan to do a holiday thing in my homestead for each sector of the game in general. Just because I'm not, I only have I have like two favorites basically, but which is Winter's Day and Halloween, but or that kind of thing. But I figure I'll put one in there just because I have the room and I might as well just do it and it's fun. So I haven't really thought of what I'm gonna do for the Four Winds area. I thought about putting them over in the area with the over on the summer side and make it like beach themed over on the summer side, but I haven't figured out how I'm gonna do that sector of the village. You know. So yeah, it's gotta be one of those things. I'm gonna have to eat something, fish-wise. Nope, I've got it. Never mind. But as I was saying, I haven't decided on that. But as far as the Halloween goes, I know exactly what I'm gonna do for the Halloween stuff and the Winter's Day. Halloween is the Halloween maze, which I need to do different this year because I wasn't gonna just do the same thing. It's gonna be a different thing. It's gonna have similar like features. It's just gonna be different. And then the Winter's Day one is a tavern, and when I get that tavern done, it'll probably stay the same. But the Halloween one, I figure I'll change every other year just for giggles, because there are people who talk about wanting to do my maze again this year, upcoming year. And granted, I don't know, some of the guildmates will see it, but I think it'd be funny if there is that. And, like, having new jokes in it. I'll still probably have the Joko statue because, the guild demands it. And let's be real, a lot of people just think it's funny. And whatnot. But it may be in a different location. Oh my gosh, I could do... Okay. I don't like Joko specifically, but I could hide Joko statues and in the maze and make it to where if you find the statues, you can actually win rewards. You can actually win like a cob of Halloween. That'd be kind of funny. Because I've got everything I need for Halloween, basically. I just enjoy Halloween and the gold farm. What could be cool is that you could get candy by doing the maze, by getting each of the ports kind of thing. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's one of the dailies. I was like, where's it at? Here it is. Okay. Grab that. We need 2 more. But yeah, at some point I do actually need to go and fish the Lion's Arch stuff. I need to actually finish all of those out. It'll probably be another video I need to do for this account, because I need to get... I'm gonna do an entire, like, coverage on cod. I'm pretty sure is the one I need for this one. I think I need, like, the fishing one. So I'll have to do a video on that. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, though, because I could do shorts of each one of them. I did do a video where I kind of, like, explained SETI in great details. And then again, I could do both. I could do a video where it's shortened versions versus long versions. Just because some people kind of like the thrill of figuring it out. And then some people like myself, like we have more like in-depth conversations on the matter. I could do both, because then I would definitely have both coverage. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't have to get extra footage or anything. I could just use the footage from my first video about it. Like, if I did SETI and stuff, I could take the footage from SETI to make a short and say, hey, this is how you would do it. This is what you need. Fish. This is your list. You're on your own. Kind of thing. Okay, we need one more mining thing. It needs to be mining pickaxe. Do you think that there's a mining node over this direction? Like, outside in the first map, or the map outside of Lion? I mean, I would think, but I don't know how close it is. Oh god, I need to, like, that's another thing too, I need to do in my spare time. I need to go do some more roller beetle races in the game. I need to start doing daily again, because I am going to be crafting some more, Sorry, I was reading what they were saying. I have to, like, I found a really creative way to use the roller beetle paths. Okay, so they're really big normally, so I squished it down on my other account and made it smaller, and then I made a walkway path, and it looks so cool. It's not, like, aggressively interesting, but, like, I'm like, oh, this, like, see how these roads here have, like, the cobble on them? It kind of looks like that, except it has solid edges, which I would actually prefer if they would let us have the homestead ground where you can have, like, cobble ground. Because I like the cobble ground that the basic game has. There's something very charming about it. And I want more of it. But like I would like it for my homestead stuff where you could like turn some of it to grass and some of it to like a cobble. I also want grass. Can we get grass, please? So that I can turn certain sections from being a fall orange to just green grass. I have okay. Here's the thing. I have a black lion. I have the black lion decorations on my other account that allow me to do. It's the verdant or something, like one that gives you grass and stuff, or you have like grassy walls you can turn to grass. Here's the thing. I like that. I'm using it, but I would prefer if we had more. I don't know. If we had more, like more stuff. Okay, so here's the other question I'm having. Should I go down to here and do ore stuff? I mean, I could. I still have to get all the way through ore. I could go here and try to run through ore and get some waypoints. I could do that. And then if there's events on the way, grab them. Because there's a lot more missions that they have us doing in ore recently. Alright. Where am I at? We need to cross the bridge. Wherever that is. Yeah, making sure I'm pointing the right way. Oh, look at all these these like little pointing waypointers. That's kind of cool. You may be lacking endurance, but you have speed! Use your speed! I think the gods I'm exhausted. That's fair. Look how massive these, like, bridges are, you know? I kind of think it's cool that we're going to be going to ore. I kind of wish we had gotten to go to ore in the future versus the past, but I kind of get why they didn't do that. Okay, here's what. I have two suspicions as to why I feel they didn't go into. Where are we gonna grab this waypoint? Why they didn't go into ore from the future? Because they are working in the game canonically, like the characters and stuff are working on fixing ore, curing it back to its original lushness. Now, my thought is that they did this because after beating the dragons, a lot of players are like, well, what are we going to beat now? What are we going to fight now? Because the dragons are like dragons. They're like the special things. And I kept thinking to myself, I thought it was really funny that a lot of players thought that. They're like, there's nothing else. I'm like, well, I mean, there's lots of creatures you can pull from that are monsters that are worse than a dragon. Even like an elder dragon. So I'm like, they have options, but I do get the feeling that they probably want to wait and kind of ponder on their options and see what fits. I don't know why that wouldn't. You know what I mean? They have like, I feel like they have their, you know, they have like their, they might want to take a break from all the really hard grungy stuff and just kind of work on smaller story things. See what they can get their sink their teeth into. I mean, there's a lot of things they need to fix too. A lot of things that they need to update. So this gives them for the perfect time to work on getting those things ironed out more. You know, so that's kind of nice. So I think it's like an ironing out thing where they have time to they can buy themselves some time to kind of work more, think more on another plot, because they do kind of hint towards it in the Secret Observer that now that Tyria is kind of known to other people, it's kind of been exposed to the world at large, to the universe at large, and we don't know what's all out there, but some things Scar kind of implied it was worse than, you know, Titans and Elder Dragons kind of thing. But yeah, so there's like possibilities. So it gives them time to kind of think on what they want to do. You know, it gives them time to kind of like ponder like on what's next. You know, but also it gives them a little bit of fun leeway wise. I think with Guild Wars 3 being an ore in the past, because everyone can see what ore looked like when it was lush and beautiful, but also when it was kind of raw and new. Because if they do end up making a Guild Wars 4, or if Guild Wars 2 gets another expansion where they've actually fixed ore or something, and you get to experience it, or you go to like a different, I think another thing they could do is like a lore thing is that you go to a different universe, or you go into the future and you can see ore. That would be so cool if they did a futuristic thing where you as the player are able to be able to traverse all of Tyria and the future that it comes forward in like 5 years. You know what I mean? Like you find these little rips in the world, and your character's able to do that. So you're able to go back to the main world, or you're able to go back to that, and you just build maps over the top of it. I don't know how you would do that though. I feel like story wise, that's cool. But practicality wise, it probably would be really difficult and probably not worth the suffrage on it. You know, like it sounds so cool from a creative perspective, but from a dev's perspective, it probably sounds like a nightmare fuel. Anyways, but I think it would be cool. Look at this pathway. I love the shiny oil stained pathway. Can we get this as like a thing where you can get some pathways that are like just grimy? Give me like some spray paint for my like terrain. I would like more like sands or grass, because you have so many cool assets from this game that would be so cool to just pass along. Hold up, let me go back here and get this waypoint. I didn't realize. I thought there was a ramp up here, but no. This side's the better way to get up. There we go. Like I said, we're stopping in and running around on each of the waypoint, and not each of them, but as a few of them as we go along. My idea is to get some waypoints tagged so that I have an easier time jumping into this area, because waypoints get contested aggressively and a lot. There we go. Also, there is the weekly to do war events, but I'm mostly going to be streaming today, so when I stream, I'll be doing my main account, so I'll be doing all of these on my main account as well. So that works. It's not like we're going to be making some good progress, I think. I really should come to Ore more often and mine the wood, because there is a benefit to this elder wood, because you can upgrade it to higher tier woods. It also sells for the most. You know. I kind of wish, you know. But anyways, I think that they're with Guild Wars 3, them having them take place later, I feel it gives them more story time. It gives them more time to like kind of stretch. It builds lore, but it also gives them time to kind of think up what they're gonna do next, kind of thing. Give them a bit of a breather. I like how even the barrels are dead. Like, not just the ghost people, but the barrels are dead. Their liquor died with them. I don't know. It's weird. I do think it's interesting that ghost people, like, sometimes ghost objects exist as well. It's kind of interesting if you think about it. My question, though, is what does that imply? I like these chests. They look cool. But yeah, like, if you've got, like, I don't know, it seems odd to me, because it's just like, what are you gonna do with that? Okay, so we've walked all the way down through here. There is some waypoints along the other way, too, I need to go grab, but we're gonna go this way and just see what we can get. Like I said, I don't know if we'll be able to get, very many events started. Coral shards. What would you need that for? I guess it's just something pretty to mess with. There you go. I do think that's interesting that coral became a lot more obtainable during I want to say it's Vision of Eternity.
You there. I need your help.
What?
Here they come. They found me. Help me deal with these risen.
Oh, I was like, where the Risen at? See if anyone needs stuff. Oh, nice. My little shotgun was like, nope, sit down.
More incoming. Get ready.
There we go. See? Okay, good. So someone was here. There we go. We have the sun. The rotting mouths are really creepy too.
Okay, here's a real quick version. Our ship wrecked here, and I was the only one to walk away from it. I've been hunkered down in the wreck, waiting for rescue. We need to act fast. My crewmates had their corpses scattered around the area.
I'm pretty sure this one continues on, but I don't know.
Save them the fate of serving Zaitan. Help me find and destroy what remains of their bodies. May their spirits forgive us. Let's do this.
Okay, yeah. It's like, I'm pretty sure her hairs extends out. Oh, goodbye, mister. He almost looks like me. Always hated that. Alright, we'll see if we can get rid of this guy. Just because we have to deal with the bodies, and I don't want to deal with that. Okay. The amount of dead and ore are so annoying. You know, interesting thing is, now that I think about it, the only way to like prevent them from being taken over is by destroying the body completely. Which makes me think that, like, does that mean that Death's weakness is fire? And if that's the case, would Primordius and Zaitan have, like, odd beefs or odd reactions to each other? Because technically using the fire element, you destroy his power. You know what I mean? It's kind of odd. Circles are so passive. There we go. We've got 3 more to go. And then we'll be done with this event. Sorry, I did disturb them. Okay, cool. Someone did the other one. Oh. I guess we'll have to escort you back. Sorry, that might have been overkill just a little bit. Okay, the ox coming at her probably would have been super fucking terrifying. Because, like, I watched the thing rise up and come at her, and yeah, it's... Oh, yeah, the risen spiders are nasty. They're gross. Hang in there, girly. I wanted the thing. Well, yeah, we're in the land of the risen. What do you want? Literally a land of dead. Oh, look, you have such a cool jacket. To shave your jacket's about to die. Here we go. More baby spiders. We'll speed her along just a little bit. We're almost there. Oh, he's like hunched over. He's like a tall dude who's hunched over too. The knights are terrifying. Like, I like the design they did for the risen knights, but they are terrifying. They're like imps, but with horse necks. I think they're probably the most closest thing to, like, a dragon I've come across. Like, that's, like, little, you know, and then obviously the giants are pretty terrifying, too. It's sad to think that there's not as many that there were giants here and that they're all dead. Bye. Okay. Another event under our belt. Nice. Alright, do we have one more near us that we can do? Yeah, no.
Glad to see friendly faces. I can use some rest.
Where's the off button? I can't stop it!
I mean, I can. Just give me a second. I'll fix it.
Tall. Keep holding our power.
Sorry, I was laughing with that. I was like, well, the reason I went and did that was just because it's like, I'm already standing here. Might as well just go ahead and do it. Trying to do anything in ore, with ore, if you have the opportunity to do it, do it. Because, it's very meta-driven. Which is great, but also terrifying when you're just trying to do the map normally. That's one thing I found really interesting. Very few core maps have metas to them, which I think they should. I really think that most metas should have a meta. Like, they have event metas and stuff, but, like, I really wish they had more metas. But here's the thing. I know why they don't, right? One of the reasons why they don't is it would be really hard on the game. It'd be a lot of trying to coordinate, and it would spread players out more thin in certain locations, right? Because, you know, no matter how you look at it, you need kind of players clumped in certain locations so they can help and associate with each other, as well as being able to farm together. It makes for a better social experience, right? But my other thing about it is that the reason why I said there needs to be at least a few more metas in core, because there's really only a handful of maps in, like, the core that actually has metas to them. And so when you finally come to ore the first time as a new player, it's kind of jarring. And by kind of, I mean it's really jarring. Because there's a meta to it, and so you have to wait around for certain events to happen so that you can get in to get those points, right? And it's a lot of lingering about and fighting about. And like I said, it's not like a big issue. It's just what it is, you know?
You've been struck.
Let me see if I can get them up. I don't know if I can. Just because I think we can get it. I just don't know if we can get it down very quickly. But yeah, so it's very jarring when you come to ore and find out that the last few maps of ore, like the last 3 maps of ore, I think, well, maybe more like the last 2, are really blocked by meta. And you can't just go running up into the idols and stuff, into the things to do your HP points. And it's very jarring. But I feel like if there was more meta builds other than that, that was like that, it would make it to where when your newer players come into this location, they're like, oh, okay, this is what I'm looking at. Because from here on out, no matter who you are, you know, from here on out with all the expansions and extra chapters and stuff, every game, like, map has a, like, meta to it. With all the extra expansion stuff and whatnot. That's not a complaint. That's just saying that's, you know, the cool bit about it. And you might as well get your players used to that so that they know what they're looking for when they finally do get to that point. Sorry, I saw something on the floor. Oozes are such interesting creatures, too. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna stand in here. Let me see what I've got on my weeklies. But yeah, so I think that they need to do more core metas so that when players are playing it, they kind of grasp it a bit more. We've done 5. Cool. I think that's pretty good. You know what I mean? So they get to the point where it's not as outlandish or over the top, that kind of thing. Anyways, we're gonna end this video here. I'm gonna keep working on my characters, weeklies and stuff. The next few videos are probably gonna be about my old account because I'll be streaming my live accounts, my main account, doing things and whatnot. But anyways, I will see you next time. Bye.
And we can just dance the night away until we